pregame and everything, and they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pitching it out to Etienne to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second down and 6 now. Etienne once more. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. Past the 20 for a short gain. 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. Stefon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit. And he ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
On second down, here's the option. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Seven, our score after 1. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now they send a man in motion right. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. But think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down on the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
You got that one right.
It's going our way, baby.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shakir hauls it in. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Allen finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Allen to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They go to the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in the block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion calls defensively, and it turns into a big play.
A give to Etienne running right. Oh, able to avoid him. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Ridley was one of the game's brightest young stars in 2020. Hasn't played since early in the 2021 season, but Jacksonville made a low-cost move to bring him in and see if he can return to the game with the form he once had.
A give, it's Etienne off the option. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run with Etienne. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Etienne, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by McManus is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Allen.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensive. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And again, it's Allen. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards. Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, it's Harris. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And you know it pains them to be this close, and you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a one-score game. It's only logical.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the option, here's Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6. Now Lawrence rolling to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Third and 2, now Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. One final try here for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down on what will be a big play there on fourth and long. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Down to about the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. To throw is Allen. First down, here's the run with Cook.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now on second down. Allen. Rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go, first and goal. Throwing, Allen. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come up first and 10 here. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they need a touchdown. And here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50. But that one falls incomplete.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now second and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another try, second and 10 now. Throwing now, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That's caught by Diggs. Now inside the 25. Stephon Diggs. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock gets all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Final shot now for Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45.